Good morning, friends. In yesterday's lecture, we found out how to find the perpendicular bisector of a line segment. If you remember, we drew the arcs from both the centers at the perpendicular bisector and how to draw the angular bisector of a given angle. The given angle will be obtuse or acute, whatever. So what we had done, we draw an arc. From this point, we draw an arc from this point and we cut. This is what we did in the last lecture. And we even found out how to find the the measurement of different angles. Now today we want to try out something new. What are we going to try out? I've drawn a line here and what I want to do is I want to draw a line parallel to this given line. Now how do I draw a line parallel to this given line? So you can draw infinite lines parallel to this given line, but we'll see one thing. Let us say our line has to pass through this point. So we have got a line L and a point P which is not on line L. I want to draw a line parallel to this line which passes through the point P. Now what mathematical conditions can you use here? If you remember, I'll do a rough diagram. Suppose this is a given line. Okay, and I want to draw a line parallel. So if I have a transversal, if the corresponding angles are equal, the lines are parallel, or if the alternate angles are equal, the lines are parallel, or the internal supplementary angles is 180, then the lines are parallel. So I can use either of this condition here to draw a line parallel. So what I am going to first do is, to this point, I will draw a slant line called a transversal. So what I am going to do first is, through this point I am going to draw a line. Okay, so I have got a line passing through the point and I have got an angle here. Now what I need to do, this angle I got, so what I have done here, I had the line, I had the point, I drew a slant line passing through this point. I got this angle here. Now I have to draw the same angle as the corresponding angle here, or the same angle as the vertically opposite angle here. So if I do the same angle, you can see I have to measure this angle. So see, this angle is say 50 degree. Then from this point, if I draw an angle of 50 degree, if I draw an angle of 50 degree on this side, 50 degree, then this should give me a parallel line. Or from here, if I draw a 50 degree, then I should get a corresponding angle which will give me the line parallel. So what I need to do, what I was given here, I was given a straight line and a point outside the straight line. I want to draw a line passing through this point but parallel to this line. So now let us see how I work with my construction set. So let us see what have I got here. Here I have got a point. Yes, point and a center. So I will first draw an arc. Okay. So I drew an arc. Now what do I do next? Even here from the same point, I have to draw the arc. Okay. I have to draw the arc from the same point. So you see how the things are working. I should actually turn the line a little longer. So let me extend this line further because I am going to need it. Okay. Now what I have done, you can see, I drew a given arc. Now from this point which is given to me with the same radius, I am drawing an arc. Okay. So clear to you what I did? You can see what I have done. From this point I drew an arc with the same radius. Now this angle and this angle should be corresponding and should be equal. Now how do I do it equal? From this point I am going to measure. Okay. Okay, so measure. This is exactly where they cut each other. So this is the measure. So from here I will cut at the same point. So what have I got here? What have I done? If you can follow, I did from this point an arc I cut. The point was given to me, I cut an arc from here. Then from here I measured what is the cut, and from this point, from this point I measured the cut. So I got a point here. So now these 2 points are the given points to me. So I have to draw a line passing through both these points. So when I draw a line passing through both these points, this should give me a line passing through this point and parallel to the given line. So this is a very, very important step here. A very, very important step. How to construct a parallel line. So what method I used here? If the corresponding angles are equal. So when 2 lines are parallel and there is a transversal, then corresponding angles are equal. The converse is, if the corresponding angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. So what I did, I was given a line and a point, I drew a transversal. From this point I drew an arc. I know the measure now. Now all I have to do is from the very same point I have to draw a angle of the same measure. So what I did, I constructed this arc. From the same point I constructed this arc. Then I saw what is the distance between these two. And the same distance I took over here, so I got this point. And then I got the 2 points, so I passed the line through both the points and I got the parallel line. Now you will think, why we have done this? Why have we found out a parallel line? Because now we are going to begin the purpose of the 10th standard. The first step is to divide a line segment into a given ratio. So once you understood how to draw parallel lines, the purpose is now the first construction. The construction which we are going to do is divide a line segment in a given ratio. That is what you are supposed to do. So learn the steps, and we have to show mathematically how our construction is correct. So you have to write down the steps of construction also. The steps of construction are not written down so far, but now we'll begin to write down the steps of construction. But what is the main purpose here, today's construction? What is the first construction we are going to do? Divide a line segment in a given ratio. So there are 2 methods to do it, and we'll see both the methods. Okay, the book has given us 2 methods, so we'll do both the methods. But first we'll understand the construction and then move towards the steps. So now we are going to divide this line segment AB or the line segment PQ in a given ratio. Okay. So what I am going to do, let us say I want to divide in the ratio 2:3. So what I need to do, I want to divide this line segment AB. I want to find a point in between such that the point divides the line segment in the ratio 2:3. So now we will understand how we are going to do the construction. So one method is the line which is given to you, from one of the points draw a line segment of any angle. Okay, step 1. Then here also the step is the same. For any angle, draw a ray. Done? Okay. So what we are given, line segment AB or line segment PQ, I want to divide it in the ratio 2:3. That is what I am going to do. One direct method is, from one of the point, draw a ray, say AX, I call this ray PY, of any angle. Now here we will only do this. Here there is, in this method there is one more thing. you have to draw a line parallel to PY. So now we come to see how will we draw a line parallel to PY. Okay, so how will you draw a line? I have done the line PY, the ray PY, I want to do the ray QZ, but parallel to this. So if I want to draw parallel, these two lines parallel, if I take this the transversal, then the alternate angle should be equal. Okay? So you see how I'm going to do the alternate angles. From this point here which is given to me, I draw an arc. Okay? It is not visible, so I will draw it again. This is the arc I get. Then at PQ also, sorry, I cannot change the angle. The angle should remain the same. I cannot change the angle. The angle should remain the same. Construction has to be done properly. For the proper construction, you will have to do the proper tools. Yes, the meter should not be moving. You have to be very, very careful here with the construction. So, I have taken a certain arc. Okay, the radius should not change. I have taken a certain arc. So here, from the point Q, I have to draw the same arc. Sorry, on the bottom side. So, this is the arc I get. It is not dark, so I am going to draw. This is the arc I got on the bottom side. Now, from this point, I have to measure. This is where these 2 points meet. Can you see I'm measuring? This is where the 2 points meet. So, from Q, from the point Q, I'm going to do the same thing. This is the measure. So, I got this cut here. Okay, so this is the point I got, this is the point I had. So, actually the construction is not up to the mark, but this is how I get a parallel line. So, we have to do the construction. Now, what method I used here again, check it out. I used the method that the alternate angle should be equal. You can see here again what I have done here. At the point P, I drew an arc. From the point P, I drew an arc of a known radius. From the point Q, from this point Q, I drew an arc of the same radius. Can you see the arc of the same radius? Then, from here, I measure what is the distance to this point. So, I measure the distance from here, and from this point, I measure the same distance here. So, I got a ray which is parallel. So, this is the method to do the parallel line. So, in this method I did a straight line, but here I did a line and with the alternate angles I drew a parallel line. Now the ratio 2 is to 3. So, what is 2 plus 3? 2 plus 3 is 5. So, I have to cut this into 5 equal parts. 1, I'm taking this, same radius 2, radius 3, radius 4, and radius 5. Okay? So I cut this into 5 parts. The same I can do here. I can cut 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So have you followed what I have done here? So this is to be done. I'll have to extend this line because 5 is getting extra. So we got 5 parts. Now See the difference in the method. Okay, now you understand the difference in the method. Why I have taken two separate methods, and you can choose the method of your choice. Okay, whichever method. You did this 5. Now here also from Q we'll get 1 arc, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so what I did, I draw this line was PQ, I drew a line, I drew a parallel line, I put 5 cuts of the same radius here, 5 cuts of the same radius here and 5 cuts here. Now you see what is the difference in the two methods. See this method, you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cuts. You have got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cuts. So if you look at the 5 cuts, the ratio 2:3. So 1, 2, this point, if you see this point here, it's 2 cuts on this side and 3 on this. Is the ratio 2:5. And if you look at this line, yes, from here if you see, if you start from here, so if you match the point P with this point here, if you match this point here with this point, then 1, 2 and this is 1, 2, 3. So what you have to do is this point, second point, you join with the second point. So when you do this, you get a point in between here. Let me call it M. So M divides PQ in the ratio 2:3. You can check it out. But here we have to do something else. Here you can see there are 5 points. So point B is the 5th point. Point B is the 5th point. So AB, what I did, I don't know what is the measure, I drew a line, I put 5 cuts, so this is the 5th cut. So you see it is corresponding now. But I want this point because this divides in the ratio 2:3. So when will this point come here? For this point, I have to draw a line parallel to this line passing through this point. So that is why the method is very important. What I intend to do, now understand, here I first drew the parallel lines. You can see this method. We draw a line segment PQ. I drew a ray at any angle. With the same alternate angle, I drew a parallel line. I put 5 cuts here. I put 5 cuts here. Why 5 cuts? 2:3. So this is 2 parts, 3 parts. Total 5 parts. So I put 5 cuts. Here I put 5 cuts. Now this point corresponds to this point while Q corresponds to this point. So 2 parts here and 3 parts here. 2:3. So also 2 parts here and 3 parts here. So when I join this point with this, I get a point in between M which divides PQ in the ratio 2:3. Now here I did only one arrow. I put the 5 cuts. The 5th point corresponds to B. So if I draw parallel line, I'll get 4 parts. Here I'll get 3 parts, here I'll get 2 parts, here I'll get 1 part. So I want the second part. What I have to draw? A line parallel to this part. So how will I draw the line? I have to draw corresponding angles. So from the point X, I will draw an arc. So in the same way, from this point, I will draw an arc. Okay? Now from this point, I have to measure. Where does it meet? Here, I have to measure this. So you see, I'm measuring from this point, it meets here. So from this point, where it will meet? It will meet over here. So now I've got this point and these 2 points. So once I join these 2 points, I should get the parallel line. So this is one point I got and this is the second point. So when I join these 2 points, I get the line parallel to this. So this point N divides AB in the ratio 2:3. So now we'll see without the construction. You can rewind the video to see the construction, but now I'll show you without the construction. What I did here, I had a line segment AB. I wanted to divide in the ratio 2:3. So I drew a ray from A, ray AX. You can do it a little longer, AX. Okay, and then you put 5. Start from A with a fixed radius. Put 5 cuts. 1, and taking this as the center 2. So I can call this A. I can call this A1. Taking A1 as the center, I cut A2. Taking A2 as the center, I cut A3. Taking A3 as the center, I cut A4. Taking A4 as the center, I cut A5. Okay. Now A phi I join to B because this is the fifth part. So this is the ratio 2:3. So I got A phi corresponds to B. I have to draw a line parallel to this A phi B. A phi B. I have to draw a line parallel to this A to N. It should be parallel. Now how it will be parallel? The corresponding angles will be equal. So from this point I draw an arc. Similarly from the second point I draw an arc. So here I drew the arc cutting these two lines. Here I drew the arc cutting this line only. And from here I check the distance to this point. In the same way from here I check the distance. I got the distance, I got the point. Now these 2 points I connect and I get the point F. Here I did something different. I got PQ, I drew a line ray PY with a certain angle. Now with this angle, using the alternate angle, I used QZ. So these two are parallel. From P I cut say P1, P2, P3, P4 and P5. From Q I cut Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5. How do I cut? From P I take a radius and get P1. Taking P as the center, I cut an arc at P1. Taking P1 as the center, I cut at P2. Taking P2 as the center at P3. Taking P3 as the center at P4. Taking P4 as the center at P5. The same way from Q, I cut Q1, Q2, Q5. So I joined P and Q5 and Q and P5. So this is the second point. So when I join P2 with Q3, I will get the point N, which divides in the ratio 2:3. So this is what is the construction. Now we'll write down the steps of the construction. As per the book has done something else also. In the ratio 2:3, so what has the book done? The book has only put 2 cuts here. It has not put 3, 4 and 5. So from P, only 2 cuts are taken, 1 and 2. From Q, 3 cuts are taken, Q1, Q2, Q3. So 4 and 5 is not taken. And then only this P2 is attached with Q3 to get the answer. So now we'll write the steps of construction. Okay, what are the steps of construction? Step 1. Draw acute angle BAX. Okay, so draw an acute angle BAX. You can see this, what we did. AB was the given line segment. We drew an acute angle BAX. So draw the ray AX or acute angle BAX. Then second, draw by cutting arcs. You can say by cutting arcs on ray AX, draw A1 equal to A1 A2. We draw A1 equal to A1 A2 equal to A2 A3. So A2 and A3 should be equal to A3 A4 equal to A4 A5. So what I did, I drew an arc A1 with the same measure I cut A2, with the same measure I cut A3, so all should be equal. Step 3. Join A5 B. So I join this A5, the fifth point will be exactly. Then draw A to N parallel to A5B. So this A5B which is there, this line which I got, I have to draw a line from A to N which is parallel to A5B. And that is your steps of construction. Is it clear? So just by following these 4 steps, we got the line segment cut into the ratio 2:3. What are the steps of construction here? The steps of construction will be the step 1. Draw angle QPY or draw acute angle QPY. So we draw QPY. In the step 2, draw PQZ, angle PQZ, or draw an alternate angle. Draw alternate angle, or we will write, draw angle PQZ equal to angle QPY such that PY is parallel to QZ. So we draw angle QY, these both angles are equal, but the lines become parallel. Then draw P1, P2. I have taken this 2. So draw P1 equal to P1, P2. I draw the first arc and the second arc equal to, I continue from here, Q1 equal to Q1, Q2 equal to Q2, Q3. So here I draw P1 and P1, P2. Here I draw Q1, Q2, Q1, Q3. And then the last step, connect or draw P2, Q3. Draw P2, P3 which intersects PQ at M. So therefore we get PM is to MQ is in the ratio 2:3. Okay. Now you have understood the construction and the steps of construction that you have to write. But what is the mathematical principle I used here? So you know the mathematical principle is the similarity of triangles. You can see this angle and this angle I draw equal. This angle is common to this smaller triangle and the bigger triangle. So by AA axiom, the two triangles are similar. Because the two triangles are similar, or you can even go by which other method, similarity. You remember the parallel length here? The line drawn parallel. What happens in parallel? The ratios become equal. So if this is 2 parts, this will be 2 parts. So this is 2 parts out of 5 parts. Even this is 2 parts out of 5 parts. So because of the similarity of the triangles, we can show that whatever is the ratio is this is to this, the same ratio here. If you remember the construction. Remember similarity? A line drawn parallel to one side of the triangle cuts the other two sides into equal ratios. So this was done in the similarity of triangles. What was one similarity? A line drawn parallel to one side of the triangle intersecting the other two sides, cut it into equal ratio. So here we have got this big triangle and this line is drawn parallel to this. So it cuts the sides into equal ratios. So this was 2:3. So this is also 2:3. The same also works over there. So that is the mathematical principle. And this is the first question. Divide a line segment in a given ratio. So you may not understand the step at the very first step. Then not to worry. Rewind the video again and again and practice it till you are able to solve this on your own. Okay? There's an example given in the book, but I want you to practice this on your own until you can solve this by yourself. So this will need a little bit of practice. Dividing a line segment in a given ratio, whatever the ratio be given to you, there are two methods. Choose either one method and then practice it till you are able to do this without any mistake. And also note down the steps of the construction. So we are going to end here. Thank you.